Hello and welcome. What's up, guys? Mighty LuBu here. So today I'm playing on the Destiny Child Japanese version. So I hear the global version is gonna be based on the Japanese version. So some of the units that I said in my last video are a little bit different. Not really all of them, but just mainly the AI. She's gonna be like the one unit that's mostly changed. She's just not as good. Some of the characters are really different. For example, in the Korean version we have Medusa. She's a tank, but on Japanese she's a debuffer and she's not as used. I don't really see her on PvP, but on Korea she's a really good tanker, and yeah, she's amazing over there. But other than that, everything else that I said in my last video is about the same. Here I kind of have like a team that I built just in case if you guys start out the game, because I'm gonna pick Dana for sure. I want to reroll for her. It's beautiful having a good tank like this. She's gonna be good for the rest of the game, and you just have so many options for everything else. Maya over here, she's gonna be like your support for speeding up your team. Let's say you want to keep one of the main characters, Dabi, you want to use her as your DPS. That's okay. If you want to use it for like PvE and just clear some maps, there's nothing wrong with that. We have Ponoma for our healer. This is what I use for my on this account until I had gotten a better healer, but she was good. She was able to do her thing, her healing. We have a debuffer. I forget her name, but anyways, let's just go over a couple more units over here. So yeah, overall you can still use 3 stars in this game. There are plenty of 4 stars that are very good to use, so don't go too crazy for 5 stars. What else can we cover here? I guess maybe show you what my last team looked like. I guess before that, this was what we had gotten offered on the Japanese when I first started. I kind of want to give you guys a tour of it because it's just amazing. I mean, I would still play this game if the Korean version didn't exist. I would still play it just because it's so gorgeous. The art is amazing. I'm playing this on the DMM player on PC, so we get the uncensored just like Korea. We have Dabi, cute swimsuit, and Mona, gorgeous. Oh my good lord. Anyways, Nearty, I think she's censored like crazy. She has a bunch of tattoos. Like, oh boy, jeez. Anyways, and we have Morgan, all kinds of sexiness. This is a special skin, by the way, which you get from like a world boss, which I will explain further on the video. Maybe like make a little transition and explain to you guys about the composition of this game. But yeah, this is what I use for most part. Here we have Frey. He's a 6 star. For PvP he's not that popular, but he's still a pretty damn powerful DPS for everything else. So yeah, I had used her as my healer because it's better than the 4 star that I had. Pretty cute stuff. And Lang Fei, the waifu of all waifus, gorgeous. We have Dana, Chang'e. Chang'e is really good, guys. It's just having speed for your party is really good. But of course, I don't know, it's just your taste. I'd rather go for the tank. Protects my entire party. It's almost like having a healer. Okay, so let's just jump into PvP real quickly here. I kind of have the audio in the loop just because the audio for this player is not working right now. I don't know what that did, or I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit sick, so if you guys can tell by my voice, I'm sorry if I can't sound too clear. But here we go. I want to just go over some of the strong units here so you guys can see them. Most of them are about the same. I would say Mars is pretty good as well. Probably the second best tanks. You know, if she's here in the PvP, top players using her, she must be really good as well. So yeah, Eve, very powerful DPS. I think she might be better than Frey, to be honest. Just from looking at the PvP section, there's so many people using Eve. The meta really hasn't really changed. Chang'e, of course, is really good. Dana. So judging just by PvP, you can kind of tell which other units are really powerful. That are worth using. But don't get any wrong ideas. Again, there are some 4 stars out there that are worth using. Look at this guy. He's using a 4 star over here. I know this little chick. We also have there was another guy with a 4 star here. Here we go. Another 4 star support. So as you guys get the idea, Eve, Chang'e, Dana, very popular. This water DPS, 4 star right there. Let's just go over a couple more here just to get an idea. Oh, I think I rated him a 4, but if it was a Japanese version, then I would definitely rate him highly. Definitely like a 5-star rating, 5-star unit, which you know is the highest, by the way. Just because he's really good. He's annoying with the silencing. Lang Fei, very popular. This Cyrix girl, she's really popular because of, you know, so many water units are good, so she kind of counters them. But she also has a really good strong kit, and most of these units you can still use them on PvE, so you know there's just more versatile to have them. The Pantheon right there, buffing the crits. Wait, does this guy? Okay, he does have a DPS. I was gonna say, why does he have so many supports? He goes triple supports, and you can be really clever with your teams. It just depends what you're fighting, but you have 2 attackers, 1 speed, 2 debuffers. It's pretty clever. But yeah, anyways, let's just jump in real quickly into the spreadsheet. Here we go. Alright, so here I have a more standard composition. This is what I would use for a PvE or to deal with like a raid boss, using a support, attacker, a tank, a healer, and a offensive support. I didn't really put that, but I should have, I guess. Generally I would use my support for, I would look for a support that has speed up, generally like, you know, Chang'e. She's gonna speed up your team so that can, you know, you can build meter so you can use fever time as quickly as possible. We have an attacker. Let's take for example Eve. She deals damage over time. You have like characters like Artemis, which is a 4-star, but you know she has piercing damage. It makes her really good to deal with the nasty defense that the enemies might have. We have for tanks. Generally not all tanks in Destiny Child have shields, but you know the ones that do are really good. For example, Dana, Mars. And if they don't have it, I would want a tank that has reduced damage or like just protect my squishies, man. Like draw aggro somehow, have taunt, and just be generally really sturdy, really hard to take down. For healer, obviously you want a healer to have strong heals, but just about it really. Remove debuffs, that's really nice as well. For example, Matt in PvE, she has the really powerful heals, and as well she has revive, which is just beautiful as well. For support, our second support is generally used to, you know, increase the party's damage, because you want, you know, you have the speed from your first support. Your first support is going to be focused on that. Your second support is going to be focused on your increasing your crits, like Pantheon, or maybe you want to attack up, for example Hermes, the only one I can really remember. Or maybe you want a second support that's defensive. You can use the second support for defense as well, to shield your team, maybe remove debuffs if there's like a really good support out there, or to a second support to help you build meter as well, and just help the party in some way. This is not set in stone, but this is more like the average team comp that you would see in a Destiny Child. But anyways, I would put the one for PvP for it's too confusing. For PvP, it really depends on who you're facing, your composition. You know, it really depends a whole lot. It's all over the place. You can use debuffers, that's where they really shine. Debuffer, you can use them here as well. The second support, it's a lot here that I have. You can replace it with any of these, I think, except for attacker. In Destiny Child, you're only really benefiting from using one attacker in PvE, just because you want to use that fever time, and only one person can use fever time. Like you could switch between them. Like if I were using fever time where my support, I could switch to my tank, but only one of them could use it. So that's why you don't use double DPS or double attacker in PvE. But anyways, that's just a generalized idea. So hope you guys get a good understanding, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace. I'm out.